Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI 100%. I am Circle Master, and today we're going to get Setzer to level 99, maybe somebody else as well. Need to make sure he's set up. Yep, okay. Yeah, we're good. We're going fixed dice offering. Just because he's not good for much else. GP rain was incredibly underwhelming. But unfortunately, due to the random damage of fixed dice, great, I think that was a full heal for everyone. There's no way I'm going to consistently get one round kills. Especially if they keep healing themselves. There we go. Seth says, Setzer Gambler, best gambler, but what sort of waifu name is Daryl? Would you prefer a waifu name of Go-Go? Since, after all, the popular theory is that Go-Go is Setzer. Yeah, the upshot is, this is going to take a while. It's going to be at least 2 rounds for every combat. Usually 3. Seth says, amusingly, since we know that Go-Go comes from as early as Final Fantasy V, but we didn't know that in America back then. I don't know why people assume that Go-Go from FF5 is the same Go-Go as FF6. Especially considering that every Final Fantasy game has a character named Sid, and they're all explicitly different characters. Why would only Go-Go cross over, when none of the other same-named characters do cross over? Seth says, oh come on, every Final Fantasy has the same Shiva and Sid. Well, then how come this Sid just wears a condom instead of busting out the awesome sword abilities and wielding Excalibur the way that he does in Tactics? Torres asks, what's happening in Circle? How was the realm crying last night? A little longer than I was hoping for, simply because she didn't have any good multi-target spells for a long time. Seth says, good acting and knowing when to take a step back for the story. I somehow doubt that that's it. Okay, next question. How come Sid in this game can barely build a raft over the course of a year, when in previous games he could build airships. Seth says Kefka stole his abilities. Then how come Kefka never built an airship? Like, this theory is dumber than my Celeste was a double agent theory. Says, how do you think he got so high up on the final boss? He had wings. He flew. Torres says, what about Biggs and Wedge? They span several FFs, yes, and are different. What FFs are they in other than 6? Probably ones that I haven't played. Seth asks, which FF Sid was your favorite Sid? I'm going to say that's a toss-up between 4 and Tactics, because Tactics, he's like one of the best characters and is absolutely incredibly powerful and effective and actually has the respect of everyone around him, whereas in most games he seems to be relegated to very minor roles. But 4, the character is just really amusing. He's got a lot of great dialogue, and I mean, come on. He jumps down a hole and suicide bombs himself to stop the bad guys and survives it. Because he's just that stubborn and tough an old man. Seth says everyone after 6, if I recall, has Biggs and Wedge. They played an important role in 8. Penn says Tactics Sid was a legend and he comes with cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's how you get Excalibur, which is awesome. But, I mean, even without that, he's got awesome sword skills and everything. Oh, jeez. I had 3 attacks on that one tumbleweed and it didn't die, and the other one got 1 shot. That is the downside of the fixed dice offering against groups. You know what? He knows Ultima. And he knows Osmos, and he's grinding magic power. We're gonna switch things up, because this is just gonna be too long. Can you equip anything to raise his magic power? Battle power. No. Alright, Alright, well, he's gonna rock Ultima from here on out, because this is just too slow. Torres asks, you try using Guild Toss yet? Yeah, that's what I tried last night, and the damage is pathetic. Like, even at max level, he will not one-shot a group of tumbleweeds with GP range. It's terrible. Which is kind of a shame because it was an awesome ability in 5, if I remember correctly. It was expensive, but it did a ton of damage. What are we at? 60. Looking for 68. Or Deathly asks, is 68 the swap point for Espers? Yeah, that's when I need to equip Bahamut. Because he's got to have Bahamut equipped for levels 69, 70, and 71. And when I say for those levels, I mean when he reaches those levels. Like, in the transition from... in the level up from 68 to 69, he needs to have Bahamut equipped. And then 69 to 70, and then 70 to 71. So once he reaches 71, he can take it off. Seth says, so I looked into it. Apparently Biggs and the Wedge can be found in FF4 the After Years in the Red Wings, FF6, FF7 in Avalanche, 8 members of the Galbadia Army, whatever that is, 10 Blitzball Stadium Guards, Blitzball sucks, 10-2 Gullwings Blitzball team, Blitzball still sucks. And waiting for continuation. Of course, if it continues from there, that means they're increasingly terrible games. Gary says, geez, I'm late, no notification. Morning, everyone. Seth continues, FF12, Arcadian soldiers in Mosforan High Waste, if I'm pronouncing any of those words correctly. FF13, B&W Outfitters reference. Lightning Returns, Yusnan. FF14, Engineers of Garland Ironworks. And 15 as Aranea Highwind's subordinates. Seth continues, also Biggs is one of the first NPCs to die in Final Fantasy Tactics. Ramza and Gafgarian kill him on the first map. You mean in that very first battle in the church before Chapter 1 starts? I don't remember the names of the enemies in that battle, unfortunately. Seth says Wedge is a special random encounter in Tactics as well, kind of neat. Is it? Because I'm pretty sure the random encounters, they just pull names from a fixed list. It might just have Wedge on that list. I don't think that there are any special random encounters other than rare formations, but they still pull random names. Seth says, I wouldn't remember the name of every NPC I killed in Tactics either, Orc. I don't know why he felt the need to append Orc to that. I mean, that's Chocobo sound, that's not a pejorative, I don't think. Maybe he meant it as a pejorative, in which case, screw you. But it didn't seem like it. Seth says, don't screw the Chocobo, WTF, this is a family show. That's what I'm saying, I didn't think that you meant it as a pejorative, it just didn't make much sense in any other context. Unless it's some sly reference saying that you tend to kill off or not save Boko in Chapter 2, in which case you're a monster. Seth says, oh well, apparently they both are in Chrono Trigger working at the Millennial Fair. Yeah, remember that. They're in the tent. The sideshow tent. With, like, Piet, I think? Or Pierre. And they all look identical, and they do they give their name, and then they run around to mix you up, and then the MC will ask you to identify one of them. Which tent? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the Tent of Horrors, whatever, with the wagering points for prizes where you can get the cat and the cat food. Seth made 2 empty posts, it looks like, or at least my chat app did not support the contents of them and showing me that they're empty. Lucas Van Rossum asked, do you like FF5? I do. I know the 4-job fiesta is coming up. I will probably do that when that starts. I'm going to register. I'll probably stream it. Gary says that stupid cat food game, I can never do it. Links apparently are banned here in this chat. Yeah, I couldn't find a setting on Twitch to turn on or off links. Gary says BTTV lets you see the links. I don't know what that is. Poor Deathly is apparently excited for the 4-job fiesta. I've yet to finish a Fiesta simply because I inevitably get Red Mage, and then I'm like, I really want to master skills. And I inevitably get stuck grinding at some point in World 1 because I want abilities, and it's like the way it's set up, you can only grind like one class at a time, really, for one character, and it's really hard to do consistently. Gary says, I know the cats somehow affect the endings of Chrono Trigger. No spoilers, please. Or Deathly says, I never finished FF5, so I haven't done a 4-job Fiesta, but I love watching streams of it. Gary, the 4-job Fiesta basically is you get your 4 characters, and there are 4 crystals in the game that give you jobs. And you will get randomly assigned 1 job from each crystal. So that as you unlock the crystals, you get access to more jobs. But it's like, say the wind crystal, your job is Black Mage. When you get that, you have to make all your characters Black Mages, and they can't be any other job. And then you go to the next crystal and you get, say, Monk or whatever. I forget the job allocations at the moment. So then you have to have at least 1 Black Mage and at least 1 Monk, but you can have any mix between them and characters can switch back and forth around. And then you get a 3rd crystal, you unlock a 3rd job, and then you have to have all 3 of those jobs represented, but they can switch around and such. And then when you unlock the 4th crystal, you get a 4th job, and you have to have all 4 of those jobs at all times. But again, you can switch characters between them. But you have to play the game with only access to those 4 jobs and the abilities thereof. So it's a challenge mode, but it's not super challenging. I don't finish because I get hung up. I get hung up on the grind, and then time expires because there's a time limit. Ben says Miami is usually excluded from 4-job Fiesta since it's too good. The one that I know is excluded with the Gilgabot is Berserker, unless you specifically sign up to put yourself at risk of a Berserker, in which case you'll probably get one. And then there are extra bonus modes that could give you extra Berserkers, and then you're super screwed, and you hate yourself. Gary says, I'm content to lock myself into a max stats challenge. Oh wait, it's for charity, still not quite sure how that works. The charity thing usually works such that you pledge for run completions. Or you just donate because it's awesome. You can also donate for things like rerolls on jobs. So if you're playing a 4-job Fiesta and you don't like a job that you got, you can make a donation and get randomly selected another job. Gary says, like a jump rope-a-thon. I don't think... Well, I'm sure you could have a donation for each run that's completed, but usually it'd be like, I'm following so-and-so, if they complete their run, I'll donate, kind of a thing. Gary says, what if you randomly get the job you hated, combinations or permutations? No, it'd be like, okay, you get the, what is it? Water crystal. And you, end up with, I don't know. What's a horrible job that you hate, other than Berserker? Maybe you don't want to do Red Mage, and you get a Red Mage, and you say, no, I don't want to do Red Mage, I want to do, because I already have Black Mage, and I don't want 2 Mage classes, so I want to reroll Red Mage. So you give a donation, and it gives you a different job for that crystal. It won't reroll all of your jobs, it will just reroll the most recent one, or the one that you specify. Penn says there is also a live stream of certain people whose jobs are determined by donations, so if a lot of people want those guys to use a thief, they can donate to make it happen. Yeah, I think there's 4 streamers / runners who do that. And they kick off the fiesta with a race, and whoever finishes first wins the race. Or Deathly says, yeah, the starter race is good, though I think last year it was like optimal job picks versus trying to F the racers over hard. Penn says you can also modify your run in certain ways, such as magic class only. Gary says I really only compete against myself here. Right now I'm competing against my limited MP pool. Also, I'm pretty sure I have leveled past where I was supposed to switch out the Esper again. Oh man. Half hour in, I'm not going to reset. He'll just have slightly crappier stats. Because if I have Bahamut equipped for 1 extra level, I'm only missing 2 points of magic power compared to resetting for half an hour. So, who cares? Oh yeah, he's already 73. Jeez. Alright. But he's apparently had Bahamut for a while, so we'll throw it on until 75 and take it off, and we'll do our safety save. Gary says half an hour, I'm so late. Yeah. Well, according to my timer on OBS, I've been streaming for just over 29 minutes. Yeah, I'm already at level times 100, so I might actually be good right here, but I'm going to do 1 more level. Just to be safe. because Setzer had some levels earlier on with Bahamut, so he should be okay. Gary says, but if you're boosting magic power, yes, trip 9 MP is a must. Well, this is HP right now. I already did the Crusader levels for MP. But, that's what safety save is for. Yeah, he's already at 830 MP. At level 74 or whatever, so I'm pretty sure he'll be fine there in that front. Gary says, I think I finally caught up on the videos. That's cool. So yeah, we're gonna switch back. Try talk at this point. And then I just need to remember my safety save at 97. And then Gary's quoting something I said like weeks ago. Or what feels like weeks ago. Gary says, have you ever demonstrated the glitch-related slots? I know you can gain the RNG somehow. I haven't. Mostly because I'm not good at rigging the slots, even when they're no longer fixed. Basically, the way it works is that the slot RNG can be manipulated by on-screen effects. So if you have someone use an echo screen before Setzer, or right before Setzer does slots, it will basically unrig the slots so that every combination is possible. And then you can, like, pause buffer or something. Basically mash start to pause and unpause until the slots are lined up the way you want, and then hit the button. And you can pull off, you know, the 777s on any enemy that you want. But it's the pause buffering thing that I'm not good at, so I wouldn't really be the one to show that off. But yeah, in the normal course of play, it is RNG dependent whether it's even possible to get 777s. Most of the time, it's not. Like, even if you stopped the on 7, if you push the button to hit it on 7, it'll just roll past and do whatever's next. Gary says, yeah, I've never been able to do it. Maybe the glitch was fixed in all the versions I've played. Probably. Olivares says, the RNG of the slot command tilts me so hard. Yeah, unless you do the echo screen trick, you know, the slots glitch, it's really not fast or reliable enough to use in the course of regular play. Olivar says, I mean, I get 7-7 Chocobo and my head explodes. Gary says, tilt, is this a gamer hipster term that I should know? Tilt is actually a really classic term. Originating in pinball machines, when you could cheat by physically rocking the machine to one side or the other to manipulate where the ball goes. Once the manufacturers figured that out, they put in tilt sensors that would kill the ball when the machine tilts. And that term got adapted to poker, where somebody's playing really emotionally off balance, they're playing mad, or something. Usually when they're playing mad, when they get a bad beat and then they just say, screw it, I'm doing all these plays, I don't care. They're on tilt because they're off balance and they're killing their own game. So if somebody's playing emotionally, they're tilting or they're on tilt, and then just that has kind of entered the lexicon as just being mad at games is you're tilting. Gary says, yeah, I got sucked into the poker craze like 10 years ago. That was fun, actually. Yeah, I remember that. I played some back in college. I've actually got 2 trophies on my shelf from college Texas Hold'em tournaments that I won, so screw you all. I'm not bad at Texas Hold'em. But, I don't really play online anymore. I play once in a while. And I don't have the money to play live games. I live in California. It's actually not that far of a drive to Commerce Casino, which has poker. But, like, the cheapest ones are $65 a game. And I can't afford that shit. Sorry, I can't afford that stuff. Family friendly. One of these days. Yeah, like, once in a while, I'll do an online free roll kind of a thing, just for fun. But, I'm not, like, super high tier or anything. I don't play enough live table games anymore to actually be good at it. And nowadays, it's all, I mean, during the poker craze, the game was a lot different than it is now. Now it's all about playing game theory optimally and leveling with bets and being conscious of your range of hands that you could be representing. Whereas in ye old days, the wild days of 2001, there was a lot less nuance to the strategy. Gary says, I can't do numbers in my head, so I can only really play poker by feel, but I'd say I'm a B- player of Hold'em. They still do it at bars where I live because culture inevitably leaves us behind. It's free here and they count on you buying beers and snacks and such. Do they still show poker tournaments on, like, ESPN? That was big for a while. I'm pretty sure they still televise the major tournaments, but it's on, like, ESPN2. It's not really on the main ESPN network anymore. But they still will show World Series poker events and Euro Poker Tours EPT events. But I think if you want to watch the more niche events like the one-drop tournaments or the heads-up tournaments, you have to go down to, like, or I don't think they show them live. I think they show, post-production footage of those. Mega Magicite says, hi, how many characters did you get back so far? I've gotten all the characters back. This is the final stages of the grind to 99. I've got Setzer, who's going to 99 now, and then Mog and Gao. Everybody else is already at 99. And then once I do that, I've already got Gao with all the rages. So I just need to teach everybody all the spells who don't already know them. Get Mog's last several dances. Get an economizer. Get the rare items from the Colosseum. And then finish out Kefka's Towers so I can get the last couple of lures for Strago, the steals from the bosses, and beat the game. But I'm pretty sure I've already looted every chest. I've already got all the Espers because I went in and get all the dragons. Had to do that for Crusader. Yeah, we're at the tail end of things, really. Mega Magicite asked, did you get the economizer yet? Not yet. I've still got to farm that up. Hopefully I can do that in one sitting. Excuse me. But for this sitting, I'm going to do Setzer and probably Mog. And then I will figure out what the hell I'm going to do with Gao to get him to 99. Actually, he already has Ultima, so may just be doing this. I may just be spamming Ultima with Gao. Gary says, once you have a party of 4 level 99 characters, it should be a matter of waiting for Bronto to appear, and not getting sneezed. I mean, I don't even need that. I just need, like, Terra to rock Genji Glove Offering with Atma Weapon Illumina and deal, 80,000 damage in one attack. And probably be vanished. Just because I'm pretty sure their AI routines don't have any magic attacks in the first slot, so she can just bypass the physicals and then shoot their faces off with swords. And even Brachiosaur will go down in one round of Genji Glove Offering with Atma Weapon. Gary says with Gao, excuse me, with Gao you still need to decide what stats to boost. That is a question, yeah. I want to do at least some vigor, because I anticipate giving Gao a merit award. Just so he can have a weapon, so when he does normal attacks, it's actually effective. And then it'll just be a question of, do I give him Cat Scratch, or is that a moot point by then because he's already doing quad 9s and he should have a magic multi-target secondary instead? Or I can do Wind God Gao with Cat Scratch. I think it's Cat Scratch that triggers that. I'm gonna have to look up Wind God Gao. I will look that up today, and then tonight I will set him up probably for Wind God Gao. Olivares asks, you think one day you will 100% complete the GBA version? I don't have the GBA version, and I don't have a GameCube to use the GBA player, which I also don't have. So that'd be some donations. I would need my Patreon to increase by quite a bit before I could afford something like that. Especially considering that the first donation goal I do, if it's not for my squeaky chair, it'll be for a PS4, so I can do the remake, FF7 remake, grind to 99. Yeah, Gary's saying that for Wind God Gao, magic power should be privileged. Probably not exclusively, though. Oh, I'm out of magic. Mega Magicite says, so much buffering, how is this happening with a SIM card? I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm not streaming at a very high bitrate, but I am streaming, I think it's 720p, which might be it. I don't know. My internet's not good. Poor Deathly says, if they let you keep leveling, it would be disappointing if they stopped giving you XP. Yes, it would. But yeah, I already issued the call out on Twitter to Square Enix that if somebody gets me a PS4 in the remake, I will do the level 99 grind again in the remake. Gary asks, why would XP stop being granted? Because the remake's supposed to be episodic. So it's possible that they will level cap each episode. It's not likely, but it's possible. Torres asks, so was the GameCube adapter only for the GBA? I don't know what the Game Boy player is for, but it's certainly not for Super Nintendo. At least not to play advanced games. I can play Game Boy games because I've got a Super Game Boy. Mega Magicite says, also, I won't ever die happy unless they make a 3D remake for FF6 in the same way they did for FF4 on DS. Apparently After Years had a level cap. I don't know how that works. I never played After Years. Am I at 86? Look like I'm doing good on HP so far still. Gary says I'd like to see FF5 and 6 get that DS treatment. I'd like to see a proper sequel to Tactics. Like the original Tactics. I realize they won't because they've already built on the bad version of Tactics' Ivalis, how are you supposed to pronounce it? Oh well. Gary says Evilise. I refuse to say that. That sounds retarded. Egg Magicite asked, do you have Marvel shoes yet? I do. I have at least one set. I've got at least one Marvel shoes and at least one Merit Award. Gary says, no, that's how it's really said. That's sad. Is that like a voiced line in 12? And that's how... That's how you know? Oh, jeez, yeah. Blech. No thanks. Penn says, I went to high school with an Evilise. I don't remember how she spelled it, though. That sounds like a bad joke. Penn says, no, I'm serious. I will accept that you're serious, but it sounds like a bad joke. I guess the joke is on the girl that her parents named her that. Or definitely says Titus. Ibarisu in Japanese would be evil is in English. It's awkward to say. Megamagicite says it's always baffled me as to why Proto Armor appears on the belt when it has no rage technique to learn. That's because of a bug. Gary says, I say Titus. Poor Deathly says, yes, well, Kingdom Hearts said Titus. QED. Penn says Kingdom Hearts is pretty official. I actually haven't played Kingdom Hearts at all, ever. Never even rented it. Don't even know what the gameplay is like. But when they announced it, I saw Final Fantasy plus Disney and thought barf. And immediately checked out. So I've never had any interest in Kingdom Hearts. Gary says, well, really, I say Tita to make fun of him, but I do love, love, love FF10. Penn says the first Kingdom Hearts game is only so-so, the second one is better, but still not fantastic. Poor Deathly says Kingdom Hearts games are like the most nonsensical things, but you definitely get caught up in it all. Gary says, wow, people from California hate Disney in my experience. I don't get why. It's not that I hate Disney. I mean, I would go to Disneyland if I could afford to go. I used to be able to afford a season pass, and I would go relatively often. And then they ruined Star Tours, and I lost interest. Because Star Tours used to be my favorite ride, and then they ruined it. But yeah, it's just Final Fantasy plus Disney. It's really dissonant to me. Those two settings do not blend well. It's like Sonic 06, where you got Sonic characters with these realistic-ish Final Fantasy-type characters interacting, and it looks really bad. Mega Madicite says, even Dissidia pronounces it Titus. Ken says, maybe it's like people in New York City hating Times Square. My sister used to walk through there on her commute, and she always dreaded it. Gary says, I have both original releases of Kingdom Hearts and still have never played them because my PS3 YLOD'd. I don't know what that means. Or Deathly says, dang, I read that as YOLO first. Penn says, Yellow Light of Death. Oh. I don't know, YOLO would work too, I would think. It only lived once, and then it stopped. Gary says, y'all, maybe that's why I'm here. I haven't played video games in 2 straight years. I'm seriously sad here, says Gary. I'm sorry for you. Hopefully you can take some solace in watching me do meaningless grinds? Question mark? Oh, Gary says, but this grind makes things a little better. Well, I'm glad for that. Penn says, you don't even need to play video games anymore. We have Circle Master. Mega Magicite says, then again, Dissidia also pronounces Cecil's name with a short E rather than a long E, and pronounces Zidane's name as Zidane. Yeah, I always said Cecil as a small child, but apparently Cecil is more correct. Like, if you meet a person in real life whose name is spelled that way, it's pronounced Cecil. I don't know. Gary says, I say Cecil because I'm an American. Ken says, I always say Cecil and Zidane, but apparently they are Cecil and Zidane. Gary says the Brits say Cecil. Time to refill my magic. Fortunately, these tumbleweeds are veritable ex-ethers unto themselves. Gary says Zidane is actually Zidane, so Zidane is probably more correct, but yeah, I say Zidane like the soccer player. So does that mean if they make a movie of the game, that Zidane should be played by Billy Zane? Because that'd be awesome. But then, I like Billy Zane as an actor. He's got some range. Gary says, I also say gal like jaw, not gal like Al, so I guess, like, do you say gaw, or do you say jaw? Do you do the hard G or the soft G? Penn says it must be a nightmare to try and convert French names to Japanese syllabary. Gary asks, is he back in the new Twin Peaks? Again, please, no spoilers. I don't know. I haven't seen... Is the new Twin Peaks out now? Gary says, take jaw, replace J with hard G, so gaw. I guess, like, the first half of the word gauze. Yeah, Penn says, like, gauze. I don't know, that seems weird to me. I prefer gal. Gary says, yes, the premiere was Sunday. Well, I missed it. What channel is it on? You know, what network's showing it? Showtime. I don't get Showtime. I would have to pirate that. Gary says, yeah, don't pirate it. Well, then I'm not watching it. That's how that works. Yeah, I've got to go back and finish watching the original. I got, like, at least halfway through season 1. And I had to stop for some reason, probably related to my shoulder. Either my shoulder or the grind. But I've got to go back to it because I was really enjoying it. Gary asks, almost a safety save. I think I'm in the early 90s still. I'm going to do my safety save at 96 just to be extra safe. In case I do need 2 levels of Bahamut and 1 of Crusader. Yeah, I'm at 93. So yeah, Mog is going to go Vigor because he's going Imp Knight. Because I want to have an Imp Knight, and it might as well be Mog. Mega Magicite asks, am I the only one who defeated Rexel the way people were intended to defeat him? Probably. I mean, I remember reading probably a Nintendo Power Guide that said, hey, cast X Zone and you win if you get both of the satellites. So, I don't know how intended it was to be able to do that, but that's the best strategy. But no, I think it's dumb if you try to kill off your own character to make him appear and then beat on him until he makes another character have to be killed off. Gary says on the advanced port you can't do that anymore, so I guess it was not intended. Oh well. I'm still doing it. Oh wait, I already did. Take that. I mean, it's just, to me, that you have to kill off your own party battle type is just a really annoying gimmick. Because they do that in Final Fantasy V, too. When you fight, Atomos in the fan translation. I forget what it is in the official one. The gate that sucks you in. You have to kill off somebody, or he just spams Meteor until somebody dies. And then he sucks the body towards the gate, and then you have to bring him back and kill off somebody else so he can suck that body towards the gate while you pound on him. And it's like, it's a dumb gimmick. I don't like it. Dead body management is not a battle strategy. Is not something that you should have to cultivate. Megamatocytes is pretty sure you don't get XP from enemies killed with X Zone. I think that's true. Megamatocyte says, also I did the Vanish Doom glitch on Doomgaze and still got Bahamut, so the rumor stating you don't get Bahamut if you use Vanish Doom on Doomgaze is false. Yeah, that's pretty well established. Vanish X Zone means you don't get drops or death triggers. Vanish Doom means that you do. I mean, that's what I did. I used Vanish Doom on Doomgaze. I think I need to do my safety save. Unless I level up here, in which case I'm screwed. What am I at? I'm at 95. Okay, I'm way ahead on HP then. But yeah, I'll still do it next level for 96. Safety save. And let's see where we're at. When I get to 98. But it seems like I'll be solid on HP. JR Dad says no fixed dice and offering, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, it was just taking too long to do each battle. Just the randomness of the damage output kills it for as far as efficiency. It should be my last refill. Sorry about that. Hello, Crystal. There's a little puppy in here now. It's going to keep me company. Oh, Crystal. No, it's just dogs. It's a little Pomeranian. She's actually not a puppy, but she's just the size of one. Torres says, Circle, just so you know, the mouse population in this part of the world of ruin is going to see a substantial boost in the next couple of years due to your contributions in controlling the number of feral cats. Oh, you want to come up? Oh. Oh, you got my nose. You licked my nose. Your stinking puppy breath. Yes, now I have a dog in my lap, you'll have to deal with it. There's the other dog getting excited. You want down now? You're in my lap for all of 1 minute, and that was enough? Alright, 1 second. Let's dog back out. Alright, no more puppy. Focus back on the grind. I should be alright. Only 8 MP and 50 odd HP away. Meanwhile, the chat has been going on about Ted Woolsey again, because Gary... Yes, Spector is a ghost cat. Deal with it. It's like a ninja cat. You can't see it until it kills you. Yeah, more deathly, the cats are the Spectors. The other critters are the Sprinters. Some kind of bird thing. Ninja cat. No, more deathly Sprinter is the bird. Spector is the cat. He says that's dumb, FF6 is dumb. Is that 99? It is, and we're there. Take these off. Final magic power is 119 without equipment. That's not bad. Next up is Mog. We're doing Experience Egg offering for him. You know what, I'm going to do Pearl Lance just because I am more sure of how that works with vigor / strength than the daggers. Like Magicite says, then again, this game also has dogs named Bounty Man. You know, Ultima, he does. Maybe we should just spam Ultima for a little while. See how much damage that does. Not enough. Boy, nothing's working. Poor Deathly is trying desperately to bring Gary back to reality from his slamming of Ted Woolsey. Gary, in discussing the changes to the advanced script, says, for instance, the opera is translated into rhyming verse, which is garbage. Operas don't have rhyming verses. They're not pop songs. Gary asks what spirit does Mog have here? I think it's Pearl Lance. Really? That didn't kill them. Oh jeez, he had 39 hit points left. Gary says, but I mean, I do not count things like moving out as opera, so... No, but I'm talking about, say, the Magic Flute, which doesn't rhyme. I mean, it has lines in it that do rhyme, but they're like the occasional couplet. It's like Shakespeare, where not every line rhymes. Mega Magicite says, how do you mistranslate Holy as Pearl if your name is Ted Woolsey? No, that's if your name is Nintendo of America. If your name is Reggie Fils-Aimé, you change Holy to Pearl. That's probably not fair. I don't know when Reggie Fils-Aimé became president of Nintendo of America. Let me spell it. It's frickin' French or whatever. It's It's not pronounced the way it's read. Mog, I need you to up your vigor game. I want you one-shotting enemies. Gary says English is not pronounced the way it's spelled either, but at least French has regular rules for spelling pronunciation, unlike English. I think it's just because we borrow so heavily from other languages, and a disparate variety of languages. Apparently he's of Haitian descent. I didn't know that. Now I do. The more you know, ding ding ding, or whatever the music tone that accompanies that went. Merkino, or possibly Mr. Kino, asks why not cast haste on Mog to make the fights quicker? Because if I cast a spell on Mog, I lose transparency. Mega Magicite is lying. Mega Magicite, please don't spread your lies. Gary says English borrows mostly from French, Norman invasion. Yes, we also borrow words from Latin, and Greek, and German, and Spanish, which I guess is another Romance language, and French, and English is a cobbled together mess, basically. Gary says, what is Mega Magicite lying about, Circlemaster? Did he say that Ted Woolsey was a hero he didn't deserve or something? No, he's saying that if you hire Shadow at Kalingen, he stays around until the Opera House sequence. When that is demonstrably false. In this very playthrough, that has been demonstrated to be false. Yeah, he can, but Mega Magicite says that he does. And he does not. He can. Apparently I missed a call from an 800 number? Hold on, I'm going to listen to this voicemail. I'll still grind, I'm just going to mute the microphone. Hold on. That's a 4-second voicemail that is incomprehensible. It's apparently DirecTV customer service. Why would they call my phone? I don't get that at all. Gary says might be a scam. I don't know. Most of these are saying that it's DirecTV. I guess it's a lot of complaints about people getting calls for, like, marketing. Or maybe it is a spam. I don't know. Could have been someone spoofing the number, I guess. But why leave an incomprehensible 4-second voicemail? It sounded like it was a woman's voice, and it sounded like it said, "Hold on, what a day," and then laughs and hangs up. Like very sing-songy. I mean, Bradley Carson says, "I'd go in and do Vanish X Zone on the monsters in the forest." That would be a mistake. Gary says she must have misdialed. Scammers use auto dialers, though. I don't know. I don't know. Seth says scammers don't always use auto dialers. Hashtag late to the convo. I need to remember to cast Ultima at the Tumbleweed formations, because that took way too long. But these formations should go down in 2. Yep, there we go. Seth says, commonly to get around the law, a computer program will pop up with the phone number as well as relevant information. The agent will manually dial that number via a connection that can be recorded, often voice over IP. Merkino, or Mr. Kino, says, forgive me for being wrong, but aren't you able to cast haste first, then vanish to keep the haste active? Been a while since I played this game. The problem with that is that haste does not persist across battles, so I would have to do that every battle, which is a waste of 2 turns. Seth says, not that I ever worked in phone sales or anything, Baka. Kino asks, thanks for the clarification, by the way, which version are you playing? This is the original US 1.0 version on an original cart in an original Super Nintendo. That is all still working, thank goodness. Mega Magicite says, why not just replace the offering with the running shoes and use Ultima? If I wanted to do the Ultima spam route, I'd do the gold hairpin, not the running shoes. But I'm trying to train Mog's vigor up, so I want him to be able to attack and kill things. Gary asks, is it just me or is Mog's HP really low? He probably has not had Bahamut at all. And he is fast approaching the time where he needs it. Seth says, if you're calling in LA, you have to address who you are, who you're calling on behalf of, and your physical address, and then ask permission to continue your pitch. I imagine people in that state don't get many telecalls. I guess LA is Louisiana, not Los Angeles. Gary says he's at where most people start the level grind, but you've been going for a few minutes. Yeah, other people have had Bahamut while in Desert South of Miranda, leading up to the Crusader portion of the grind. But Mog has not. Where is he at now for Vigor? Only 60. That makes me sad. So he might not even hit 110. And this is with equipment. Mog, why do your stats suck so much? Or at least, why does your vigor suck so much? We're at 65. Gary says, wait, Vigor, would it be better to boost his magic power than Circlemaster? No, I'm making him an Imp Knight. He needs Vigor. He's not going to use magic, he's going to use Imp Halberd. Gary says, asks, does the imp equipment boost stats at all? I don't know. I don't think so. I'll find out. Yeah, if it does, it's only when you're in imp status. Because if you check it when not in imp status, it's got like a battle power of 12 and reduces all your stats. Seth says BRB asking Google. There's 67. Seth says they absorb water and teach imp. Imp equipment is ignored by optimized and only gives their awesome stats when in imp form. Gary says, thanks Seth, what are the boosts? Are they huge? Gary is apparently secretly Bernie Sanders. Torres asks, why not make Mog an Imp Knight now? Because then I would have to have someone else vanish him and then kill themselves, and I'd be carting around a dead party member. It would be complicated. And if something happened to break vanish, I'd have to bring the person back, vanish them again, kill themselves off again. It would be like trying to level Umaro. Alright. No, he's had Bahamut before. Jeez, oh my goodness, he is way behind. I'm gonna drop a save real quick, just in case. Seth says, quote, only attacks that ignore defense, inflict status ailments, or inflict death can harm them, making them practically invincible in the average battle, as any other attack would only do a single point of damage. Gary says, Dragoon Boots plus Dragon Horn is the only way I've been able to win against Chupon in the Coliseum with an Imp Knight. You would think that Genji Glove offering plus physical attack would do it. Although unless you did that with Go-Go, the random chance of hitting some other attack is pretty high. Although I guess an Imp Knight with Genji Glove Offering could do it. Yeah, if they don't get sneezed. Gary says the Imp Knight can not do much more than jump. Yeah, if they had new moves, they would be jumping, obviously. But if you just dual wield Imp Halberds with Offering, that's 8 quad 9 attacks. They just have to win initiative and bam. Seth asks Imp Knight plus Berserk. Gary says, I don't know if Berserk activates jump, but you mean attacking, of course. Gary also says, darn, I gotta go in a minute here. Well, we will miss you, Gary. We will not miss your seething, irrational hatred for Ted Woolsey, though. A guy who was just doing his job as best he could in a limited time and budget, in a poor situation. Jared Lambert asks, hey man, are you focusing on Esper abilities or XP right now? At the very precise moment, I am leveling with Bahamut equipped for HP growth, because I want to hit quad 9s by level 99. Other than that, I am leveling to 99, maxing Vigor as best I can, because Mog is going to be an Imp Knight. Or Deathly says, quick, now that Gary's gone, we can praise Ted Woolsey. And now they're having a Kappa off or something. No, it's just Gary posting various Kappas. It's not a Kappa off. My mistake. Jared Lambert says, oh, okay, no rush then. Egamaticide asks, how are you going to train Umaro? I already did. He was partnered with Go-Go. He sucked. I hated it. But he can't equip Espers, so he couldn't do any stat boosts. Same as Go-Go. Jared Lambert says, we're going to suggest other areas. There was quite a bit of experimentation before settling on this area. That is still really low for HP. I am worried about Mog's HP. But that'll do it for now. We'll go back to training Vigor / Strength. But yeah, this area is close to as good of experience as the Dino Forest. But much, much safer, because as long as I'm banished, I'm invincible, basically. Ken says, if you're worried about Mog's HP, why not just put Bahamut on for a couple more levels just to be safe? What I am going to do, and have generally been doing, is I'm going to follow the guide, which is 69 to 71 is when you have Bahamut on for optimal growth. I'll do a safety save at level 97, and if I hit 99 and don't have enough HP, I'll reset and throw on Bahamut. So I will get 2 extra levels of stat growth, in case I need it. Like Magicite says, so I read Gogo has terrible defense stats, and I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's mostly because his equipment options are limited. But yeah, Gogo's stats aren't great. He makes up for it in versatility. Seasoned Gamer says, this game brings back memories. I miss games like this. So do I. I definitely missed playing this. I played this a ton as a kid. And it's been years since I've been able to hook up my Super Nintendo. I finally bought a replacement cable so I could. And it's a lot of nostalgia. Also by Gary, who's finally leaving for real now. That's the other thing, though, is that Mog already knew Flare, which means he had Bahamut equipped at some point. But he has really bad HP right now. And I'm really worried about him making the curve. Mega Magicite says also makes up for the fact that he has a FF5 reference, which didn't even matter at the time since 5 was Japan exclusive at the time. Yeah, we've been over this. There's no reason to think that it is the same Go-Go from 5 as in 6, because each game has a different Sid, even though they're all called Sid, etc., etc. Seasoned Gamer says, I stopped liking games when PS2 came out due to only focus being graphics. I don't know, PS2 has a pretty strong library of quality games. There are some real gems on the PS2. I think the actual backslide was with the PS3, Xbox 360 generation. Or Deathly says, tell that to Gilgamesh. I don't remember Gilgamesh being in this game. Or any game other than 5. Yeah, Gilgamesh is probably the best part of 5. Seth says Locke is awesome, I may be biased. You are, because Locke is objectively not awesome. So if you think he is, then you are biased. Or Deathly says he's definitely in others. I don't know what others. I've really only played the original Final Fantasy and then 4, 5, 6 Tactics. Torres says there's also a theory about Go-Go stating she is the girl from Secret of Mana whose name appears go if you achieve a certain skip glitch. Seasoned Gamer says Gilgamesh is the guy you meet on the train in this game. That's Siegfried, and that's not even the real Siegfried. Or Deathly says, I could say, but I don't know if it's spoilers, you get to fight him in FF14. Well, that's an MMO. Mega Magicite says, Gilgamesh is in a DLC battle in 13.2 and is an optional boss and a summon in the GBA version of 6. Yeah, I'm not going to consider, like, the bonus dungeon of 6 to be canon. Seth says, so many cats killed, does that make Mog a pussy slayer? Groan. Mega Magicite says, no, you fight him in the arena in 6 by wagering the Excalibur. Which I'm assuming is also exclusive to Advance, because there is no Excalibur in the Super Nintendo version. Or Deathly says, well, if they're Spectors, he's a Ghostbuster, if anything. Definitely says you can run into him in 8 and 9. Haven't played those. Gilgamesh, that is, yeah. Oh, that's not true. I played a few minutes of 8 and then decided that random battles should take between 1 and 2 full minutes to load. And I decided that that was not actually playable because it wasn't. It was unbearable. So I put it aside and never touched it again. Mega Magicite says, yeah, in the GBA version, Excalibur is an auction house item. Seth says, hey, you're reading another chat, not just the Twitch one. Do you have your own Discord or something? No, I am restreaming this to Twitch and YouTube, and also Beam.pro. And I've got a chat app from Restream that lets me see all 3 chat rooms at once, basically. And I can also type into all of the chats, or one at a time. But I'm generally not going to do that. I'm just going to read the chat out loud. Seth says, oh, then I should add you on YouTube. I'm kind of hurt that you hadn't already, since I still do Let's Plays and stuff. I'm currently editing together a Let's Play of Shadow of Destiny that I'm hoping to get started a thread for soon. Penn says, have you thought about overlaying the combined chat on screen? I could probably do that. I would have to figure out how to fix the resolution of the game itself and move it to one side, and then put in a Windows source for the chat window. But, I mean, there is little enough going on in chat that I just can read it out, and I've got nothing better to do. Daniel47 asks, what's your current setup for Mog? He's got Genji, Armor Helmet, Paladin Shield, the Pearl Lance, and then Experience Egg Offering. And I'm going for Vigor. Says, there you go, 465 subscribers now, 398 more than me. Yeah, I think 250-ish of those subscribers came after I did the level 99 thing. After that went semi-viral. Seth says, frankly, the way he reads the chat makes the stream that much better. Thank you, I'm glad somebody appreciates it. But yeah, I've got, like, nothing better to do than talk to the chat. Seasoned Gamer asks, what year ranges of games do you play? I don't really have a range of years that I'm sticking to. I just tend to stream older games because I can do that at lower bitrate with my bad internet without a massive drop in quality. Like, if I tried to stream, you know, Dark Souls 3 or whatever. I don't actually own Dark Souls 3. I've got Dark Souls 1. But if I tried to stream a modern PC action game, whatever, either the low bitrate would make it unbearable to watch, I'd have to set it to a tiny resolution, or it would buffer to hell and back. Seth says, time for me to level a 99 thing, level 99 in Black Sigil. Seth also says, oh no, now I'm in your YouTube chat too, what will you do? I'll just attribute both chats to Seth. And if you want a level 99 thing, a lot of people are apparently interested in level 99 without leaving Destiny Island in Kingdom Hearts. I don't have Kingdom Hearts. Apparently it's a thing. Mega Magicite asks, have you defeated Siegfried in the arena yet? What does he give you? What do you have to bet to fight him? I don't think so, but I don't remember. I have not done very much Coliseum grinding yet. I basically went and got more experience eggs and some marble shoes and merit awards, which are in the same pathway tree. Yeah, I pretty much did imp halberds through a chain into experience eggs. Mega Magicite says bid a Mega Elixir. What do you get for that? Because Mega Elixirs are limited, and I'm trying to do full inventory as best I can. Mega Magicite says, I don't know, I haven't killed him yet because Hyperdrive does 7k damage at least. Seasoned Gamer says, at gameplay year explanation, that makes sense, I'm in the process of writing a perfect game level up stat calculator for FF7. Not sure why I don't like newer games, they just seem shallow to me. I don't know, apparently people are all over Persona 5 and the modern Yakuza games, Yakuza 0. Maybe those would hold your interest more. That's something I want to stream, actually. Is I've got a copy, not Yakuza 0 because I don't have a PS4, but I've got Yakuza 4 for PS3. I don't know how well I could stream that though, but that seems like the kind of thing that has a billion years of side content, which is perfect for my grindiness. But I'd be playing it blind because I haven't played it before. Or like I've played maybe the first hour before. Season Gamer says, so I continue to work on the application, which is done for single level info, but I want range level path info 2, which involves exponential complexity into brute force. Or Deathly says, isn't FF7 stat growth RNG? I don't know. Mega Magicite says, but the peepers on the island you start on in World of Ruin have Mega Elixirs as a rare steel. I guess they're not limited, but those things are a pain. I probably won't farm those unless I need to. Seasoned Gamer says, I feel like if I play any sequel game, I have to play the ones before it. I tried Persona 1 when it came out, didn't like it. As far as I know, the Persona series is not direct sequels. It's like Final Fantasy, where they're unrelated, or they are only related thematically. Or Deathly, I guess talking about FF7 still, says, also you can just farm up stat items, so it's moot in my opinion. Or Deathly says, I think Persona games are all in the same universe. But yeah, there's no direct connection. Oh, he's actually doing well on HP now. Okay, that's good. Seth says, Persona is interesting in that while each one is only related thematically, I think it's supposed to be consecutive. Each consecutive one makes it a point to have some sort of cameo tie-in to another. Also, Persona 2s are the best Persona. Hashtag bias. Hashtag daughter named Maya. See, I'm at 2 hours 15, and I've probably got at least a half hour more of Mog. Because he is just not getting enough damage out yet. He is getting close, but he is not one-shotting sprinters yet, which is annoying to me. Sprinters have 4,500 HP. Mega Magicite asks, what was your first Final Fantasy circle? It was the first Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 1 for NES, Nintendo. which I had fun with, but I never beat because so much of it was incomprehensible, mostly due to bugs that I was completely unaware of. And then, you know, Super Nintendo and Final Fantasy II, I was all over that. And I basically played Final Fantasy II until 3 came out, and I basically played Final Fantasy III for the rest of my childhood. Seasoned Gamer says, yeah, you can farm FS7 stat items, but for natural HP MP challenge, Google Final Fantasy VII perfect game, watch YouTube video. You need a chart to show the random numbers you need. Seth says, FF1 level 99 before Garland? Yeah, and Boar Deathly says you can't on two fronts. Which is true. For one, the max level is 50, not 99, and for another, FF1 has a morale system that's tied to your level. Basically, each monster has a morale score. And it is calculated based on twice your total party level, I think, or something like that. And there is a random roll, and I think it's a random roll. I forget exactly how it works, but basically, as you go higher in levels, lower level enemies will just run away from you. But yeah, even if I act first and kill one enemy, everything else will just run away. Boar Deathly says, the hilarious thing is even the final boss can run away. Yeah, I think that's a glitch. You have to do some kind of RAM dump or overwrite garbage data to make your level some incredibly high hexadecimal number, and then the final boss runs away from you. It like sets your level to F6 or something crazy like that, so it's actually in the hundreds. Matt Walker asks, you doing the dreams and all cutscenes too? I'm not doing all cutscenes. I've basically hit the important ones. I might do all dreams. I actually saw one really early in Roll the Balance, which surprised me. Because I didn't even know it was possible. But, that was awesome. Aiden Keeley says, I love the dreams. I do too, they're part of what makes Shadow such an awesome character. Or Deathly says, yeah, you overflow some pointer by going up and down stairs, and then you warp to the end of the game somehow and are a huge level. Matt Walker says they snuck a lot of weird little things in there, fun to find them decades later. Yeah, that's, I think, part of the appeal of nostalgia, is that as a child you can enjoy something on the surface level, and then when you go back to it as an adult, you see all the subtle things that you were too dumb as a kid to pick up on. So you get the extra layer of enjoyment out of it. Mega Magicite says you actually can't get Shadow's dreams in Thamasa, or so I read. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't actually remember. Thiago says, Mega Magicite, let me take you. He probably doesn't teach a very good spell. He probably just teaches Muddle at a high rate, honestly. I'm just joking around. Mega Magicite says, and yeah, you can actually access Shadow's Dreams as early as your first arrival in Tulingen. Come on. What is your stupid figure at now? 90. So yeah, he'll hit 110, but he won't hit 120. Which is kind of disappointing. But he'll be plenty strong enough to hit quad 9s. In Night form. Seasoned Gamer says, one thing I like better about FF6 over 7 is you can choose to fight with only one character, not forced to have a full party. Yeah, one of the things that I did when I was a kid was I played the game and then got to World of Ruin. And then I only picked up Edgar and Setzer, and I beat the game with just those 3 characters. I never recruited anyone else. So when I went to Kefka's tower, it was just each of them were in their own party. What I ended up having to do was farm up equipment to give... I think I gave Celeste perfect M block. I gave Edgar really close to perfect. And Setzer the best that I could. And basically had the other 2 carry it. I think I gave Setzer Fixed Dice Offering to make up for the fact that he was vulnerable. Mega Magicite says, also I found Dullahan a lot easier when I found out there was another enemy that can die. Or he was another enemy that can die when his MP hits 0. Dullahan is a lot easier if you get the Tsarina gown from the tomb and then leave, go to the Colosseum, and turn it into Minerva, because Minerva absorbs Pearl. So when he does the level question mark Pearl, Celeste is fine. She's safe. And then basically she can solo him from that point. Or at the very least, you know, raise the other 2, heal the other 2 as needed. And you just pound him. According to this app, I'm up to 25 viewers, which is pretty amazing to me. I think this is the most I've had since the level 7, or the Final Fantasy VII finale. Although I don't actually trust the viewer count on this app. It is wildly inconsistent. Mega Magicite says, which is convenient since Dullahan has 23,000 HP and only 1,700 MP. Yeah, but do you really want to sit there and cast Rasp at him over and over until he dies? I actually had to do that to Magimaster one time. That was unbearable. I don't even remember how I had screwed it up. But basically I had screwed up the Magimaster fight so that I couldn't kill him. And I couldn't prevent his Ultima trigger. Maybe I just couldn't prevent Ultima trigger and I didn't have life 3. But I ended up needing to just cast Rasp forever to kill all of his MP. So that when he tried to do his Ultima death trigger, he didn't have the mana to cast it. So that I survived. Mega Magicite says YouTube only says 17 viewers. Well, this is also going on Twitch. This is being restreamed to Twitch simultaneously. And also Beam.pro, which I don't think anybody watches this on. Like, once in a while, I'll get one person from the Goons Don't Know Jack tournament watching on Beam. Oh jeez, this is the worst of all possible worlds. Fortunately, I have a solution. That could have been really bad. Or Deathly says nice formation. Yeah, that's why it was the worst of all possible worlds. It's like a solo Tyrannosaur I might have been able to take with one round of offering attacks. Mega Magicite says, well, you gotta do that to Magimaster and Magic, because they both have the same Ultima trigger. Also in the GBA version, the gem box is called Soul of Thamasa, but why might that be? I don't know why that might be. Maybe because it's dumb. I'm pretty sure that Magic's Ultima counter is survivable, though. At least I don't remember ever having a problem with it, unless I just had a party wipe and just carried on with the next 4 members of the list and didn't care. Yeah, I don't remember Ultima being a problem then. Somon Shin says hello. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm probably not. I apologize if I'm not. I'm not good at names. Seasoned Gamer says, alright, out to go do stuff. Nice chatting laters. Thanks for stopping by, Seasoned Gamer. Glad to have you with me for as long as you were. Feel free to come back. Later on, I'll be streaming tonight, roughly 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. So yeah. What level am I at? 86. This is taking so long, Mog. You suck. I wonder if I would be doing more damage with the Gradius. It was 10 extra battle power, but it is a dagger, so I don't think the damage formula is the same. That looks to be almost identical, except Mantodia survived it, or Mantodia, or however you're supposed to pronounce that. Mega Magicite says Magic still uses Ultima as silence, just like Magimaster, which sucks. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember ever having a problem with that fight. Mega Magicite says also Air Anchor works on Tool, believe it or not. Yeah, not everything's immune to instant death in the final battle. Matt Walker asks, can you remind me how you stay invisible always? Because transparent status, or whatever you want to call this status that you get from a vanish spell, does not go away at end of battle. It persists until you rest or whatever. The game basically treats it as a negative status effect, because it makes magic guaranteed to hit. So it stays through the fight, but it goes away if you rest or use a tent or change parties or whatever. Penn says, I like the idea of a status effect being a double-edged sword. Yeah, so do I. But the fact that it is a double-edged sword and it's not super reliable unless you know really well what kind of enemies you're facing means that it's hard to use throughout the game. You're really only going to end up using it for niche situations like this or to exploit the fact against enemies. Yeah, Waka says, amazing, thanks. I don't think I'd ever use Invis other than to just X-Zone something away. Yeah, that's the classic, is Vanish X-Zone or Vanish Doom. Vanish Doom is strictly better, because it doesn't stop death triggers, which means you still get loot and stuff. Penn says Berserk is great against enemies too. Yeah, I think I used that against number 24 in the Magitech Research Facility, just so we wouldn't do the barrier change nonsense. Although I remembered later that he's actually vulnerable to Imp, so I could have done that instead. But when it comes to Imp, I really only just remember about Dataluma and Zozo. Which makes him a joke. Megamadicide asks, why does the image status work even with the evade bug? Because it doesn't set your evade. It's a status that says the attacks always miss. If it set your evade, then you would see like a shield animation or a parried weapon animation or a cape animation when the attacks miss. But because it's just miss pop-up, it's happening before evade is calculated, basically. Which is why you won't get, or it's part of why you won't get interceptor counters if Shadow is vanished. Alright, we must be getting close to 90 at this point. We are 89. So best case scenario is a vigor of 112 before equipment. And it is still unknown whether imp equipment boosts stats like vigor when equipped on an imp. I'm still not even doing enough damage to one-shot tumbleweeds, which is sad. BJ Good says this is a pretty long grind session this time. Yeah, it is. I wanted to do 2 characters, which I did not anticipate would take much more than 2 hours, but it is taking significantly longer because Mog is sucking. But yeah, I wanted to do 2 because with this done, I will just have 1 more character to go, so I can just do Gao tonight, and I'll be done with level 99, and then I can, in the morning, do the economizer grind. Because I have no idea how long that'll take to get an economizer drop. But I really don't want to do like just an hour of looking for economizer in the evening and then have to go back for it the next morning. I just want it to be done. But yeah, then in the evening I can do, like, say Coliseum. Get the Coliseum out of the way. And then the next morning do the magic grind, because that will be a while. Yeah, Meg Magicite points out Interceptor can be stolen via Rippler because he counts as a status. Which I think happened to me one time as a kid. Because during basically the entire World of Ruin, I never saw Interceptor. And I thought at the time that he just doesn't have Interceptor in World of Ruin. That Shadow just loses Interceptor then. And it was only until many years later I found out that Interceptor is a status that he can lose. Mega Magicite asks, wait, was it Reach Frogs that have Rippler, or was it the Gigan Toad enemies? Or Gigan Toads? I'm pretty sure they both do. I know several enemies have Rippler. I'm pretty sure that both of those do. I wonder if Mog can equip any flame elemental weapons and do more damage to these tumbleweeds that way. While still also doing enough damage to one-shot the other formation. JR Dad says you don't have an economizer from farming in the Dragon Forest already? I have not done much farming in the Dragon Forest because it's super dangerous. Nope, no fire weapons of any sort. Oh well. Meg Magicite says, may as well pass Interceptor to Go-Go, it's more useful on it. Screw you, Shadow's awesome. Don't steal his doggo. Interceptor's a good pup. This is taking forever. Why did the stream go offline? That is a question. Am I not streaming anymore? I didn't touch anything. This says I'm still streaming. It says I have 26 dropped frames, which is apparently 0.0% still. BJ Good over on Twitch says he can still see the stream. Or Deathly confirms still live on Twitch. Let me see if I can check YouTube's dashboard real quick. It says live. Yeah, it's still going. Its stream health is not super great. I've got a little orange dot instead of a green dot. JR Dad says, go spend some money, you've maxed it, and my stream is fine. Yeah, alright, so I think it's just Magicite that's having a problem. Yeah, just try refreshing the page. Yeah, he says I'm good now, just had to reload. I'm getting close to the point where I can one-shot tumbleweeds, now that my level is almost maxed out. Taurus says, if only making money in real life were as easy. Tell me about it. Magicite says, by the way, Circle, you need to do this kind of grinding in the GBA version or you will never beat the bonus dungeons in it. Good thing this is the SNES version. I don't understand the concept of a post-game dungeon in Final Fantasy VI, where at the end of the game you have killed all magic. spoiler alert, I guess, for the ending of Final Fantasy VI. JR Dad says it did feel tacked on. Jared Lambert says you didn't just cast Berserk on Magic Master. I don't remember how I beat him now. I'm blanking out. I am really close to one-shotting. I guess on the high rolls I can one-shot them. Yeah, looks like most rolls I cannot. Now Mega Magicite and JR Dad are having a quote off. Jared Lambert says you can cast Berserk on him, he won't use Ultima. Yeah, like, I was legitimately forgetting how I did the Magic Master fight in this playthrough. I think I just did it the intended way with Life 3, and just pounded him with spells. Now 96. I'll do my safety save at 97, but it looks like I'll be fine. MP might be a problem, actually. I might need one extra level of Crusader. TR Dead says, which lore are you going to spam for Gao? I think he means which rage, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna have Gao spam Ultima. It's more consistent. Mega Magicite asks, what is your favorite FF6 character, including temporary members like Ghost? Ghost is pretty bad. I'm still leaning towards Shadow as my favorite, honestly. Not because he's super effective or anything, but just because, you know, Shadow's cool, he's a ninja. He's got awesome dream history stuff. Really? Nice. This late in the game, he's pulling the Lifesaver stuff. 2 levels. I should be okay on MP. Mega Magicite says Shadow's actually my favorite Final Fantasy character in the whole series. Well, if Gilgamesh ever joined your party, it would be him. If we're talking the whole series. If I hit 989 at 98, I should be fine. Why are you leaving one alive again? Why are you doing this to yourself, Mog? You're just putting yourself in danger of being hurt. Jay says hi all. Hi Jay. Thrifter says Mog has a long lance. Well, it's a pearl lance. I wish he had a better lance, but he doesn't. Because you don't get Aura Lance until you fight the goddesses in Kefka's Tower. $988. Oof. Alright, we'll see if we get there, but I might need to reset and do a Crusader level. Jay says Shadow is Rome's father. His name is Clyde Aroni. Spoiler alert. Ristra's apparently a furry, given the lewd comment he just made. Mega Magicite says, well, the GBA version has actual ultimate weapons, which you get from the Dragon's Den bosses. And then what do you use them on? Oh wait, nothing, because you finished the game. And you finished the post-game bonus dungeon, which is dumb and a bad idea. If it was a pre-finale bonus dungeon, you know, a World of Ruin bonus dungeon, that would be fine. But the fact that it is post-game makes it super pointless. Nah, Jay, you're fine. I mean, it's freaking 23-year-old game. I'm pretty sure the spoilers have expired by now. Nope, he hit it. Quad 9, Troop 9. Rear golden. That's the wrong button. Well, that only took 3 hours. And he ends up with 122 vigor. Which is not too bad. Or Deathly says that there was like a flag that made the final boss super hard. When you complete the bonus dungeon, it'd work. BJ Good says, oh yeah, also spoilers, Eris dies. Alright, so tonight, well, I'm going to set up Gao, but tonight he's going to be the last one to hit 99. He'll be Dunzo. And I'm going to actually hold off on setting him up because I need to look up what the Wind God Gao setup is and see what to do to prepare for that, because I'm going to try for Wind God Gao. Not in the grind, but in the finale. In any case, thank you all for joining me. As I said, I'll be streaming again tonight, roughly 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. Patreon poll for what to do next is still going. That's going to go until I finish Final Fantasy VI. If you want to vote for that, you just need to become a Patreon. Just $1 a month is all I ask to be able to vote in all the polls. You can also make one-time donations. There's links for that. And if you want one of the Patreon rewards, you can do a one-time donation to do it, you know, to get the reward one time. In any case, I will be back tonight. And until then, take care.